them, we'll look for the pith, and we're going to cut right through the pith, right through the pith. And this one we've got a lot of cracking here, but we'll still come right through the pith. And now we've got 6 bowl blanks. Alright, log the bowl. We're going to use our stab center in the chuck. And we'll start out with our first one. We've got some nice bark, so let's see if we can do a natural edge. We just kind of center that the best we can. I kind of look at it here for halfway, and it looks about half there, and it looks about half there. So that's pretty close. I'm looking more at my edge back here. Right, this is the edge that I need pretty straight, since this is going to be the top of the bowl. I don't worry so much whether this side's flat as to whether this side is spinning in parallel. Okay, we can get our tool rest around here. Make sure we clear. We'll come up with a bowl gouge. And I'm just using a fingernail grind 3/8 bowl gouge. We'll start down in here. Whoops, I think I just lost my bark. Yep, I lost the bark. So the bark may not stay on this one. And as you can see, we're just pulling off. Now we need to get in here, and we can just use we need to start a tenon. And again, we're back dragging out there. Now we can check our bowl, see where we're coming. See, we've got a lot of flat spot here yet. So we've got quite a bit, and see, there's some of that cracking that we had on the end of that log. Okay, we'll check it again here. Move our tool rest in. We're getting real close. You'll notice now that we're getting closer. I'm starting out with a drag cut, but now I'm moving around, and now I'm starting to ride the bevel. And for this up in here, we can actually come in and do a drag using the bottom of the bowl gouge as a scraper. Now we can come in with our parting tool and put a good tenon on that kind of clear up the end if we want. Let's see what we've got now. See, now we're clean there, and we're clean there. So now we can turn this around in the chuck and get rid of the tailstock. We can get rid of the center spur now, and we'll put our tenon in the chuck. And as you can see, we lost most of our bark. This was older wood that I had sitting there. I wasn't sure whether the bark would stay or not. Now we'll come in with our bowl gouge again, and we'll just start in there. And I even like to go and make a little bit of a hole. Then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to go from this side. Okay, so we're going in about a 45, and we're running this bevel. As we're running this tool in like this and then working it right around, we're watching our bowl thickness through here. We're watching our bowl thickness through here, and we can stop and check it. And I can feel right now that I'm a little bit thicker down here at the bottom than I am at the top. So I need to go out farther. Looking at it from the side angle here, I can see that the bottom is thicker also. So I need to start shaping my bowl now. Getting a little bit deeper in there. Alright, notice we start here with our tool at this angle, and then I roll the tool as I come in, but always riding this bevel. So we start almost straight, but I'm going to come down more like this as I get farther into the bowl. And here's where I start turning a little bit. And as you can see, I'm still riding this bevel down in the bottom of that bowl. Check our thickness again. It feels like my thickness is pretty uniform now. Let's thin it down a little bit. And that's where I like to go in. Round nose scraper now. And kind of touch that up. I can get in there and just do a little slight, and then I can start rolling it up to the side. And that should have that pretty well cleaned out. And we've got a beautiful smooth finish on that bowl. As you can see, I've lost some of the bark up here and lost a little bit here. So we may go pull all of that bark on. As you can see, it's not held real good. I've got one little chip right there yet. We'll go in. There we go. We'll come in with some sanding inside. Do a little bit of sanding on the outside. Go to our finer grit, do a little sanding out there, do a little sanding inside, and now for this we'll just hand sand the This wood is pear, Bradford pear, an ornamental tree. Okay, we've got it pretty well sanded up. Now we need to take our tenon off the bottom. So we need to get this off. The way to do the bottom is I pull the chuck in. This is just packing foam that we see in different packages. Lay it over the chuck, put my bowl in it, bring my tailstock up to the spur center hole I had before, and go ahead and lock it in. And we're going to be able to turn everything down except for the last little bit. Now is where I like to use a 1/4-inch detail gouge. And we can start in here, and we can use the bottom of the gouge. We're actually cutting with this bottom edge. And as you notice, I'm trying to get the center post, and see we can even go in and cut right down on that. Now I like to come out, and I use the hand here. We're gonna start running that in. And then I need to get a little bit thinner. Well, I need to dish the bottom of that out, and now we can come in real easily because we're using the tailstock to hold that. Okay, and when we get down real close, we'll go ahead and stop the lathe. Alright, we actually did break it off. Then we'll come in with our little carving knife and actually cut that last little chunk off. We could sand that a little bit more, but there is our finished bowl.